Hey guys, I hope you're having a great night. I'd like to share a story. It's been a while since I've been on here. It's gonna be a bit long. If you'd like to skip through all it, then skip it. But I encourage you to watch the. So basically, I'm gonna be talking about failure. I'm 20 years old, and I just experienced like the biggest failure of my life, and I'd like to talk about it because I think it can add perspective across the board. A lot of us want to do a lot of things in life, yet we don't recognize that we're bound to fail. So, especially myself. So that's why this is really important. Okay, so I think a lot of you might know, but for about a year, I was working for a realtor, making good money, learning the tricks of the trade, and about 3 months ago, I let that all go. And I let that go because I encountered an opportunity that I thought was beneficial to my current situation. I was really bored at the work that I was doing with the realtor, so I thought I wanted something new. And it was an internship in downtown, and then I encountered another opportunity with a very wealthy individual that wanted me to work for him, and I took that as well. So I would consider that a risk, right? And the risk I took because those two internships didn't pay. They were zero cash flow compared to enormous cash flow back with the. And one of the internships paid off, but the other one with the wealthy guy, not so much. Didn't really like the guy, didn't like what he was teaching me, so I let that go at 10 weeks. Now, those 3 months have passed, and I'm done with that guy, and I'm done with the downtown internship. But during those 3 months, I had no cash flow again, right? So I wasn't making, and my, mentality was, oh, I'm trading time and money for experience and knowledge. And I was, right, to a certain extent. So it's been 2 weeks now since the last internship ended, and I lost a lot of money, and I'm in a very tough spot. So, things didn't really plan out the way I wanted it to be. My ideal thing would be to work for the wealthy guy, right? But obviously that didn't work out. So at the moment, I'm unemployed and I'm looking for an immediate job, possibly in retail or something like that, right? And I'm not afraid to say that. So the reason I'm doing this is because, when I was winning, making money and being in these $1 million homes, I was broadcasting it to like everybody and boasting about it. And I wasn't doing it to toot my own horn. I was just doing it because a lot of people lack some inspiration, and I was trying to tell everybody, hey, if I can do it, you can do it as well. And because of that, you have to be confident when you're winning, but it's much more important to be confident when you're losing and to not be afraid to say your failures. So that's the moral of the story, man, because I never thought that I was going to fail like that, and I did. So it's led to me being in like a pretty dark place for about 2 weeks now, and thinking of what I did wrong, but that's not the correct way to approach this. So that's why I'm telling all of you that the best way to cope with failure is to go through what happened again, learn, take some notes, readjust, make a plan, and proceed. So that's where I'm at. I'm readjusting, and I'm sharing this because a lot of people have, I don't know what your situation might be, whoever's listening to this, but many people give up after they fail one time, right? And I just want to say, don't do that, man. Don't give up after you fuck up one time. Don't give up on your dreams. The best way to really showcase that is to lead by example and to share it with you, man. We're all living on this earth, and we only know each other through social media. On Instagram, we post the very best moment of our day, of our week for all to see, but nobody really knows what goes on behind the scenes. So this is what goes on behind the scenes. It's important for all of us to do this, right? You might not have the courage to say your failures, but if you're going through some shit, of course, if it's not personal, share it. Because you never know if your words or your experience or your situation can help the other person across the street, the same person that went to high school with you. So that's that, and I'm just shining a light on what we ought to do as young adults in this fucking hard world, because we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, and we gotta support one another with these. Sometimes we think we're better than another person, or we tend to be stuck up because we have certain things and other people don't. It's not worth it to be that person, man. You're gonna regret it. So that's it, what else do I have to say? I still want to be a lawyer, I still want to be a business owner, I still want to be a congressman, but it's gonna take a lot of failure and readjustment. So keep going after it, man. And if you tend to be in a bad spot and no one's willing to help you out or hear you out, fucking hit me up. Even if I don't know you, I'm willing to hear you out because I know what it feels. Oh, and one more thing, go out there and vote, man, because you might not care about the presidency, but in California, there are propositions that actually make a difference. So go out there.